Hello everyone, so I'm going to begin working on my JDM import. It's a 2007 Daihatsu Tanto. So when I purchased it, I did read the inspection report and they said that it runs, but I guess it didn't really say exactly how well it ran. So when I received the car and I tried starting it, it was running quite rough. And then so I suspected that there was probably a misfire, and so usually when there's a misfire, there's only a couple probabilities. The most likely probability that it's the ignition coil or the spark plug. So the way that we would test this is to start the engine and then in turn start unplugging the ignition coils one by one. So the thing is that if the engine cuts out, then that means that that ignition coil that you just unplugged is still working. However, if you unplug an ignition coil and nothing happens, there's no change in the engine at all, then that means that that ignition coil was never working. And so that one is the one that's faulty. So just as a quick illustration, I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and start the car. So, as you can see, it's running quite rough. I've already tested this, and this is the one that's faulty. And you notice how when I unplug it, nothing happens. However, when I unplug another one, the engine stops. So that means that these two are still working. This is the faulty one. Okay? So I'm just going to get some tools and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so we're going to do a quick unboxing of the parts. Of course, this is a JDM vehicle. I'm located in Canada, so we can't easily get parts here. There are some JDM service garages locally that can get the parts for you, but of course there's a big markup because it's a service and they have to make money. Fortunately for me, I have a friend in Japan who was able to go to Daihatsu directly and buy the parts for me and ship them over. So I've removed the shipping label just for privacy. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and unbox the parts. And so it ended up being half the price if you buy directly, of course. And that's including the shipping. It's still half the price. Okay, so I bought 5 oil filters. Since I'm not going to be buying parts very regularly from Japan, I thought I'd stock up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so these are the spark plugs. I got 3 spark plugs. And then air filter. These look like the brake pads. And then we got 1, 2, 3 brand new ignition coils. Alright, so I'm just going to open it and take a look at one. There we go. There's the part number. OEM ignition coil. Alright, so next step. Here's our 10mm. And so I've already just connected all of these. Very simply, we just wrench on this we don't lose any parts. Okay, so this was the one that was faulty. So we're gonna set this one aside. Okay, so we know that these ones are both still good. So I'll just keep them in case some of the new ones go bad in the future. Then we'll have used ones that were probably gonna be about the same age that I can put back in. Okay. So we got one. You know what? I just forgot to put the spark plugs in. So that's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna need 2 hands for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the spark plugs and then I'll come back later, okay? It's super easy, so I don't think I really need to film that anyway. All right, talk to you later. Okay, so I decided to film it anyway. So basically, here is a spark plug extractor. And so I've already broken loose the bolts for all 3. And so then we just twist them out. Okay, so you can see, well, I mean, it's oily. So the thing is, before it was all fouled, but then I did scour it with a wire wheel. Yeah, this is actually really oily. Anyway, so we'll just set that aside for now. So this one is quite carboned up as well. Okay, let's do the last one. One's also quite carboned. Okay, well. And so here are our 3 new spark plugs. One, 2, and 3. Okay, you can see that they're exactly the same part number. That's K20PRSU9, K20PRSU9. Okay. Nice and clean. And so we're going to want to hand tighten it first. Hand thread it just to make sure it's not cross-threaded. Okay, so they're in. I'm just gonna tighten them and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I basically torqued the spark plugs to 10 foot-pounds. Yeah, that's basically the lightest setting that I could find on any reference table. So it's always better to not tighten it quite too much and tighten it more later rather than to strip out your engine block. So yeah, I think that should be okay. So here we go. Very simply, I'm just going to put these in. Okay, let's put these back in. I don't think that these really need to be torqued to a spec. They just have to be kind of reasonably tight. There we go. Just basically until it stops turning, and then just a slight, maybe less than 1/8 of a turn. Okay, then we're just gonna plug them all back in. Okay, pretty confident that it is going to work. All right, let's fire it up. Wow. Sounds a lot smoother. Yeah, I would say that's a success. All right, thumbs up. Talk to you later.